Yo, what's poppin', guys, and welcome to another Scratch tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how you can add letters and symbols to your cloud variables. As you know, with cloud variables, whenever you create a cloud variable, it won't allow you to put letters or symbols. I'm going to show you how to do that today. I have a system in place. I have it on another screen. I already have it coded. I have two screens, two monitors. It's on a screen next to mine. So you might have seen my mouse going off and on screen. It's because I'm scrolling in that other project I already have made, just so I can look back and forth, because it's kind of long and I can't memorize it all. But all right, without further ado, let's start. Hey, look at that! Someone's playing PC Building Simulator. Anyways, we're gonna start by deleting the fat ugly cat. I already named it. Normally I like to name it while we do it, but letters and symbols and cloud variables tutorial. That's what I named it. So, how about we start? So first of all, we obviously need our cloud variable, right? Let's just call it world record. So let's say you have a world record system that you want to save. So look, please note, cloud variables only support numbers, not letters or symbols. Today we're going to add some letters and symbols. It's a whole lot of decoding and encoding again. Alright? So we'll put our world record there. What you're going to want to do right off the bat is I have a bunch of variables that we're going to make right from the get-go. Okay? We're going to make another cloud variable called world record encode. Make that cloud variable. This one won't need to be shown in your project. I'm just showing it so you can see it for the tutorial's sake. Next, you're going to make a variable called add. This one is not cloud. Make one called change. If you're familiar with some of my tutorials, you definitely know what we're going to do with change. Add decode, add encode, add format, and then finally add world record holder. Make this one not cloud variable. There we go. Now you're probably wondering, Deku, what is this then? What is this cloud variable? This isn't a cloud variable. This isn't a cloud variable, Deku. Are you scamming me? Are you scamming me right now? Are you really going to put letters and numbers into this and say it's a cloud variable? Yes, kind of. This is our cloud variable. But what we're going to do, basically, is we are going to run a code to put our username into numbers and store that number right here in this variable for the world record holder. And then when you restart the game, or right away when you get the world record, it's going to decode all the numbers, turn them into letters, and put them here. So it's going to take your nickname and put it here. I will tell you right now, your name will not be capitalized. If you have capital letters, there will not be capital letters in this system. Are we cool? All right, nice. So, let's go. We're going to start with the basic system. I say basic like it's super easy. So let's come up with a system that can even get us a world record. So I'm just going to make a sprite real quick. And I like to use this as a method that I use all the time for like every game that I make. But we're going to make like a clicker game. Okay? We click this thing, we get points. So actually in this meantime, make another one just called score. This is your personal score. Your player's personal score. Okay, there it is. I'm going to put it right here. Alright, there we go. These will be all the variables you'll need. You're going to need some lists. So let's make some lists. The list you're going to need is decoded. Okay? You're going to need decoding. You're going to need encoded. You're going to need encoding. You're going to need letters and symbols. And you're going to need numbers. Here you go. So this is all the lists you need. This is all the variables you need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up in a way that is easy to see for my sake. I'm going to put encoded like that. Again, I'm just copying how I have it on the actual file that I already have created. So, encoded. I'm going to put numbers and letters over here. Numbers, letters, and symbols. We want to show that world record holder thing. Decoding, encoding, decoded. Let's sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm just focusing and getting this to look nice. Look nice for your eyes. Actually, this isn't going to be anything. So I can just do this too. Got to make sure we have space. Sorry. Normally I do this with a cut, but I don't want to today. There we go. Here is our workspace. This is what we're going to be working with. Again, at the end of this, all this will be hidden. Don't worry. This is just for now. So, what do we want to do? First of all, I'm just going to name this clicker. So, when the green flag is clicked, set score to 0. Alright, pretty easy. When this sprite clicked, change score by 1. Very, very basic, obviously, right? We all know this already. Click this, your score goes up. Super, super simple method, obviously, right? Then you hit the green flag and it resets. Basic, right? Now we move on to some more complex things. I'm going to move this down here. Move this over, it's bothering me. There we go. Alright, cool. So, let's get started on the good stuff. Still in your clicker, do when the green flag clicked, forever. If, grab a greater than, if score is greater than world record, then set, hello, oh sorry, right, then set score to world record. So now watch this. Okay. Now, when we click this, the score will be greater than world record, or will greater than world record. So it'll score world record. Ooh, wait, I think I'm doing this wrong. Yep, sorry. Set world record to score. There we go. That's what I meant to do. There we go. And then we reset. World record stays the same. Score changes. It won't start going up till we pass it. Pretty simple, basic stuff, right? We all know this. So, now time to get to the fun part. Follow with me, okay? Sometimes I see people saying that it's too hard to read, so I'm going to zoom in a bit. All right, ready? Here's how we're going to start. Set encode to username. Again, we are just making sure it says our username. So, setting it to username. In this case, mine is DkTutorial. DkTutorial. Here we go. Delete all of decoded. Delete all of decoding. Delete all of encoded. Delete all of encoding. Just like that. This is to clear those things so we can start filling them up. We will then set change to 0. Grab yourself a repeat. Smack it down. We will repeat length of username amount of times, which in this case, I don't know how long this is. 11. There's 11 characters in DkTutorial. Okay? Before we go any further, what I'm going to have y'all do, when the green flag is clicked, delete all of letters and symbols. Okay? and then we're going to add all letters and symbols, and I'm going to do this in a very specific order. I'm going to first do all 26 letters. I'll be back when that's done. All right, and we're back. See, we have added every single A, B, C, A all the way down to Z, 2 letters and symbols after we deleted all the letters and symbols. Pretty easy, right? Now, here's the order that I have them in on this other file, which I'm just going to use. So, for the 2 symbols that you can use in your username, a dash and an underscore, just like that. And then we do all the numbers, starting from 1, going to 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. What am I talking about? This is letters and symbols. No, wait, actually, yeah, that does work. Letters and symbols, and then usernames can also contain numbers. So, there we go. This is all you want. A through Z, in that order, a dash, then an underscore, in that order, 1 to 9, in that order, and then 0. That's all. Now what we want to do, you see, I already know this, but if you were to count, there are things right here. 26 letters, 2 symbols, making that 28, and then 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. There's 38 things. So, what do we need to do, you say? I'll tell you. What we need to do is basically duplicate this. Duplicate it. Instead, delete all of numbers. Let's change this to numbers. And number this 1 to 38. 1, 2, 3. I'll be back when it's to 38. Alright, and I'm back. So now you see we have 38 equaling 0 and then 1 equaling A. This is how it'll work. A will be encrypted to 1. B will be encrypted to 2. I don't know. Y will be encrypted to 25. Underscore will be encrypted to 28. 6 will be encrypted to 34. You get it. I have it set up like this so you can see which one is encrypted to which. It's right alongside of each other. You can do the same or not, whatever. Anyways, back to this stuff. So, repeat length of username times is where we're at. I'm just trying to find this little area in the thing I already have. Okay, here it is. Repeat length of username times. Change by 1. Set add to, go to operators, letter change of username. Okay? Then you will set format to item number format of letters and symbols, or in letters and symbols. Then add encoding to encoded. Oh, sorry, wait, no, I did that wrong. Sorry, that comes right underneath that. This is add item number of format in numbers to encoding. There we go. Now what it should do, this bit of code right here should take my username, encrypt it to numbers, put it in encoded. It'll run it through encoding, mush them all together, put it in encoded. Let's see if it works. Look at that, it didn't. Why didn't it work now, you ask? If I'm honest, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, that sounds awful. I have the thing right next to me. I must have missed up one little thing somewhere. No, right, it comes in later. It comes in later. What am I talking about? That stuff gets fixed later. Don't even, oh, nope, there it is. Never mind. Format, it's not format here. This is add. This is add. Let's try this again. There we go. D, 11's K, 24 is a dash, or 27 is a dash. So you can check right here in letters and symbols. 27 is a dash. And then so on and so forth. You get that, right? All right, cool. Next part. Whew, let's keep going. What we need to do now is set decode to encoding. Oh, sorry, not encoding, encoded. Just like that. Then we will set world record encode to encoded as well. This is where we set, so again, encoded is our username, just put in numbers. Okay? And then our encode, world record encoded is who's actually holding the record, just in encoding form. So this part will be saved. And then, which will then, when you load the game, this is your world record encode is set to this. It'll then decode it and put it into the world record. I hope that makes sense. Next, set change to 0 again, because we're doing another loop. Grab yourself a repeat. Smack that right underneath there. Do length of decode. There we go. Change by 1. Set add to letter. Oop, that's length. To letter change of decode. Okay. Then you're going to grab an if. This is where we're checking if it's a space or a number. If it's a number, it's going to keep going until... So if it's a number, it's going to put the number from encoded, put it into decoding. If it reaches a space, it's going to take decoding, smack it into decoded, and then it's going to start on the next number, and it'll keep going until we're done. Okay? Here's where we're going to do that. If else, grab yourself an equals, and grab yourself an add. If add equals space, don't do that. Once you're in here and you click backspace, hit space once. This is a space. This is not nothing. This is a space. All right. That's very important. If this is nothing, if this is just set as nothing, it won't work. If it's a space, it'll work. Okay, cool. Set format to decoding. Add item number of. Okay. Add item number of. Item format. Item format of letters and symbols in letters and symbols to decoded. So add item number of item format of letters and symbols to decoded. Very confusing. Just trust me on this. And then delete all of decoding. That's what will happen if there's a space. It'll take all that's this bit of chunk right here is if it detects a space, it'll take everything that's in decoding and put it in decoded all as one. Very simple. Just looks very complicated. Else add to decoding. Which that little part's saying if it is not a space, if you're reaching a number, it'll take that number and just put it in decoding. Pretty simple, pretty simple. All right, next part. Right underneath all that stuff, add. Okay. We're adding decoding to decoded. What that's doing is, so basically when you're at your last number, it'll keep it in decoding. Because again, in order for it to move all the stuff to decoded, it has to hit a space. So if you're at the end, it's not going to find another space. So it's going to keep it in decoding. This is just making sure that anything left over in decoding gets put into decoded. That's all that does. Then you're going to delete all of decoding and delete all of encode. Encoded. Sorry. Just to clean all that stuff up so we can use it later. Then you're going to set change to 0 because we're doing another loop. Repeat. Length of decoded time. Length of decoded amount of time. You're going to change by 1. Whoop, that's decode. Change by 1. Set format to item blank. And you're going to put another item in there. To item item change to item change of decoded of letters and symbols. So item change of decoded of letters and symbols. All right? Cool. Then add format to decoding. Just like that. Just like that. Then set world record holder, the one that is not a cloud variable, to decoding. At this point, all this did right here was change this big string of code, this big string of numbers, change it back to letters, and put it in your world record holder. That's all that did. Then delete all of decoded, delete all of decoding, delete all of encoded, and delete all of encoding. There you go. Now if you beat the world record, it will set your name to that. But again, what happens when you start the game? See, look, when you start the game, the world record doesn't make my name, even though I hold this world record. What's going on? I'll show you what's going on. Because, again, when you hit that, nothing happens. Here's how to make it happen. Start a new script of when the green flag is clicked. I've scrolled up a bit. It's at the top of mine on the other page. Set world record holder. World record holder to nothing. You're going to delete all of decoded, all of decoding, all of encoded, and all of encoding. Then you are going to set decode to your to your world record encode, to the thing that's saved as this big string, as your big string of numbers. It will be. It's not right now because I didn't actually run it. Set change to 0 because we're doing another string, boys. Grab yourself a repeat. Repeat. Length of decoding. Decode. Change by 1. Set add to, oh my goodness, to letter change of decode. And now this part's going to look familiar, so what you can do is literally come down to here, find your add equals thing, right? Just take this whole thing, take that stuff off. Just put that right there. It's the same exact thing, you don't have to touch anything. Because now we're just in the decoding phase. We just got to decode the code now. That's literally all it is. Literally all it is. Very easy. Actually, I'm pretty sure this solves it all for us. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Right? Does it? Yeah, it does. Yeah. Just take all this stuff. Just put it at the bottom. Just like this. There you go. When I start, I don't think it'll do anything. Yeah, okay. It doesn't do anything. That's because I didn't actually set myself of having it. So let's click this until we beat the world record, which is 15. So we're at the world record now. Let's beat it and see what happens to the world record holder. Sets it to A. Why do we think it sets it to A? Let's try to figure this out. How about instead of doing this, how about we just added that last amount of stuff? Let's go through it piece by piece instead and see what happens. Let's end the script. Add decoding to decoded. Delete all of decoded. Delete all of encoded. Set change to 0 because we're doing another loop. Go to control. Grab yourself a repeat. In repeat, do length of decoded. Change by 1. Set format to item, change, of decoded to letters and symbols. Add format to decoding. Set world record holder to decoding. Finally, delete all of decoded, delete all of decoding, delete all of encoded, delete all of encoding. There we go. Fixed it, hopefully. Let's try it. Now it's setting us to 12. Why do we think it's doing that? 19, 20. Sets it to A again. When we do this, it sets it to 12. Why would it do that? Why do we think it's doing that? That's what we have to figure out. Because if I'm honest, I'm confused too. Because this is the same code I used over here, dog. It's all right though. We just gotta calm down. I want to run through the code one more time. I'm gonna pause it. I'll be right back and see if I can see anything. All right, everyone. I figured out our issue. Our issue is in one tiny little mistake. All our code is right. There's just one thing that's in the wrong spot. Come to our add nothingness, or add space, right? And you see here how we have add to decoding, and then right one bar. Then we have add decoding to decoded. Take that, drop that one bar down. That's our issue. We need 2 bars in between, not just one. We need 2. Now let's try it. Okay, we still have that still incorrect. We can fix that in a second. I've reset the world record to 0. Or to 1. Watch this. I'm going to beat it. Sets our world record holder to DK tutorial, which is our username. Works like a charm. Now when we reset, still says 12. Why does it say 12? Well, that's because we have to fix it over here too. So I gotta move this over because it's gonna bother me if I don't. So let's run through this real quick. All right, here's the issue. The issue here isn't the 2 bars. The issue here is something completely different. You see, we delete all of decoded. We want to delete all of decoding. That's our issue. So now when we hit the thing, bam, sets us to DK tutorial. Perfect. Now you have your world record system being able to technically store letters and symbols in your world records. I don't know what to say. I'm proud of you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then like it. And if you didn't like it anyways, because we're all having a good time. We all have a good time. Whole bunch of fun. At this moment, I am going to be uploading it. Well, actually, no. I'll upload it the day the video comes out. Never mind. Go join the Discord if you haven't already. According to YouTube, a small percentage of my viewers are actually subscribed. So if you can just go down there, hit the subscribe button. It's free. You can cancel whenever you want. You can always unsubscribe. It doesn't matter. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.